So the people that are sitting back listening who are parents or potential future parents, I have a feeling some are listening and saying, this is overwhelming. Boy, this woman, she's teaching common sense, yes, but she's so driven, she's so passionate, she's so incredible. I wish my kids could have a teacher like that. I wish I was that good a parent. What would you tell them so they're not overwhelmed? Where would they start?
I think I just have a passion and a determination for hard work, and I think we've missed that. But if we look at the American dream, it certainly was done with a passion. I could not stay on anybody's job if they paid me $50 million a day that I was bored with.
Right.
First of all. I mean, you couldn't give me a job.
But you're never going to be bored because you're always going to find something to learn.
But I'm saying the thing is that people, when they say I'm overwhelming, I think somehow I have held on to, I'm just as excited in a classroom today as I was the very first day. In fact, I'm more comfortable.
Why?
Because there's always that passion for me for learning, and to see those children's eyes, I mean, to see them popping up like popcorn, and to hear a kid when I said, you're so bright. This morning I told little Dawn, who's 5, I says, you're such a bright girl. She says, Mrs. Collins, why do you insist on using that baby word? She says, I'm not just bright, I have cognoscenti, I am august, and I'm foremost. And she says, I says, but you have to be patient with me. I want to be as bright as you when I grow up. It's that kind of thing. I am just as excited about a new baby. I mean, I'm forever looking at people's babies, and with all the negative things going on, people become a bit leery if they don't know me. Babies excite me. I think they're fascinating. The Sundays that I spend with my grandson, it's just, I'm like a little kid. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I mean, to get there. And I was that way with my own children. I couldn't wait to get them dressed or to take them to the park or...
So let me ask you a
Somehow
question.
we've lost that passion, though, about what we do, and everybody seems to be going through a humdrum, oh my, just another day. And show me anybody who's good at what they do, and they have a passion for it, whether it's John Akers of IBM, whether it's the president of any corporation or broadcasting state. Show me an actor, and watch them act and watch them get into the role. They're good at what they do, and you can't fake it. I don't like game playing. If I have to say, one of the things that turns me off is people playing games.
Yeah.
I mean, why fool yourself? Right. Go and do something that you can be all that you can be, because this just isn't for you.
So what do we tell these people who are overwhelmed? I hear what you're saying, and I agree. Every tape I end is live with passion. My life is about it as well. We're absolutely aligned. And what do we tell people who do feel overwhelmed where to start? Does it start with some new beliefs about what their children are capable of? Does it start with setting some clear rules?
I think the beliefs about what our children are capable of doing, I think children are much brighter today. This is the only generation that we can't say to when I was your age. Because when I was growing up, something happened in the Mideast or wherever, Kuwait, it would have been weeks before I would have known, because we had to wait for the papers. Right now, the medium of television brings it right away. I think talking to children, asking them, what do you think? Do you agree with that? Do you think that's a good idea? Rather than
it's constantly getting them to think.
Well, instead of saying, don't do that, sit down, stop doing that, screaming, yelling at kids all the time. I mean, I hear that all the time. Don't touch that. Don't do this. Sit over here. I hear children ask their parents questions all the time, and the parent says, shut up. Don't ask me that. I don't know. And you're going, well, I don't know, but I'd like to know, wouldn't you?
Let's go find it out together.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of thing. Or, what did you do at school today? Do you like school? If a child answers no, if you could make your perfect school, what would that school be like?
So unleash the child's imagination.
Yes, I mean, what would that school be like?
Mm-hmm.
If you like your teacher what is it about your teacher you like?
Right.
I mean, and little children might go from, she dresses nicely, she's pretty. Children are very honest. They will tell you. And I think that might be the best key from the students here. But I think I talk to them in here like I'm talking to the greatest intellectuals in the world.
So if they only made one change, it would be changing their own image of their children.
Changing their own image and really talking to them rather than screaming. It's really the simple things.
So it's doing that. It's holding a higher standard for them. It's challenging them.
It's talking to them. What do you think?
Part of your teaching method is also have them read aloud to catch them, so they're always constantly communicating to you and to one another, and also to catch them doing things right and not let the wrong patterns sink in.
I think when they do something wrong, I would say to them, why aren't you going to do that? The child responds, because I'm too bright.
Right.
I mean, that's always a response here. Why aren't you going to do that? Because I'm too bright.
So you're really installing a belief. I remember what you talked about, I think, in one of your books, about if a child, for example, cut class, that instead of giving him an essay where he writes down why I shouldn't do this, he writes an essay instead about